Dude, Sellers bought this for me. Look.
Why?
He said, you got to put the string up. I'm like, why the fuck did you put the string up, dude?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks sweet, man. Why did he buy that for you?
I don't know, dude. He bought it for me. It's like a year after I left. I was still part-time there. And he's like, bro, I bought you a fucking present. I was like, sweet.
That's so random.
Been in my truck ever since.
Hit record. Fuck it.
We're recording. We're live, actually.
Oh, we are? Oh, have we been really? Let me start the timer then. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. Why would he buy you a hat?
Because it's my boy, dude. Sellers is my boy. Got that
He didn't
string,
buy that
son.
for you.
I swear to God.
And he might have just had it.
Hey, when
give
he
it to
watches
you.
this, when the Sellers watches this podcast, he's gonna fucking be pumped that I'm wearing this hat. It's been in my barn for forever.
Yeah, he must have just had that. There's no way he bought it.
Nah,
He bought it just for you?
That's our boy Sellers. Look at that shit.
Our one listener on
Spotify.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. He never bought me a hat, dude. That's sweet. I want a Pizza Hut hat. One that's just like an original like Pizza Hut hat, dude. I want one for
like
so
an
long.
OG Pizza hat.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut hat.
Yeah, they're sweet, dude. I want one.
I don't
They're hard
remember.
to find.
I don't even remember what they look like, bro.
I do exactly remember what they looked like, and they're sweet, dude. I need one. I've been thinking about buying one. They're only like $15, but I'm on a budget.
$15, dude. Fuck that.
I'm on a budget right now, so I can't be spending money like this. Maybe Sellers will pull through, hear this, and buy me a Pizza Hut hat, like an original one. Yeah, that's sweet, dude. I just noticed you had that on.
I've been wearing it all day. We've been filming shit all
I
day.
didn't look at it earlier though. It says Colt 45 malt
It's old
liquor.
school. Yeah, dude, it's old school. It's like an old school trucker hat.
Yeah.
I just got a haircut too, but
I need one, man. I need a haircut bad. I just don't.
Yeah.
I went there the other day, and it was like 7 o'clock. I walk in there. They close at 8, and there was like 10 people in there. The list was like super, super long. I was like, I'll just come back a different day. I'll just come back.
my barber, I go to an actual barber shop,
Yeah, you get,
which is sweet. And
good.
I go in there, dude, like an hour early just to chill and like talk, hang out, like
I've been there.
hang out at the
That guy's
barber.
Cool.
Yeah, he actually moved shops though, but so now he's in
Same
the
guy
South
though,
Lebanon.
right?
Yeah, he's cool as shit though. But he does appointments only now.
Yeah, he's so busy though. I guess go to a cheap haircut place.
You go to Great Clips Doubt?
Yeah, and they're always it's just the worst people. But
I'm too famous for that. I'm too internet famous. Like more is expected, you know.
when do we change our profile thing on Facebook to a public figure? I've been wanting to know that actually for a while. Mine just is regular. So when do we change? How many episodes we got to do? This is number 7. Welcome to number 7 podcast.
Podcast number 7, guys. Thanks for joining us.
How many we got to do?
I don't know. I'm about to change mine. If I had Facebook, I'd change it already, dude.
If you had Facebook,
I'm a content creator. I'm no longer like a person who works a job. Like, this is what I do, you know?
Dude, that's what we're going to talk about today. This might be, you work a regular job still. Don't fool people. Let me tell you, this is going to be a possibly an historic podcast in the future, looking back on this one, the 7th one. I feel like we've been doing more than 7 already. I asked you the other day how many we had. You said 6. And I was like, dude, we've done way more than 6.
I feel like it's like 2,000.
I think we filmed a couple that we never used.
We did film a lot that we didn't end up doing anything with just because, you know,
but that's still
a lot of practice.
8. That still would only be number 8 if
that
was the case. But I feel like we've done so many. Yeah, dude, looking back, though, this is going to be the most historical because what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the channel, the YouTube channel, the one and only YouTube channel. Now we're going to bring everything together. We had another separate podcast one. We've had the whole time. We started, a year and a half ago now?
Not with the podcast, but with YouTube. Yeah.
Channel. Yeah. We've been trying to do YouTube channel for we didn't really try. We started one, then we kind of phased off of it, and then we got back into it. And then we got hey, let's do podcast 2. We decided to start a separate channel for it. And then now YouTube changed the rules and they're allowing they made a separate podcast section. They've kind of done it for a while. They put a little tab at the top that says podcast, but now you can actually just listen to them.
Right. Now it just divides it up into a whole separate algorithm that you're in. So
yeah, and it puts in the playlist, and now you can actually just listen to, as of last week, just podcast. So we decided let's just merge it into one because it's so hard to get traction.
Manage multiple channels and grow. It's impossible with
Yeah.
2 in the time we have. So
That's the biggest thing is us being in different places. It's so hard to do this. And I also was going to ask you, do you think we should do seasons of the podcast? Like end it after a certain time and then come back, and just because we're so limited on time, I think we should do seasons. Like that's a lot of people do seasons. Almost like, I mean, you do
season 1, episode 3, stuff
you
like
do
that.
10 episodes a season just because we're so limited on time, dude. I have 2 days off a week sometimes, so it's hard for me to come and do the podcast. I mean, we do like 2 or 3 of them at a time, but that's still like not enough time.
Still rough.
I don't know. What do you think?
Little rough.
Do you think we should do seasons? We can do seasons.
I don't know what the difference between seasons
It
and
just
not.
gives us more
I don't-
time to build them up and to be able to release them again.
Oh, like no, release them all at the same time.
No, not at the same time. It just gives us. So if we do a season, do I have to explain a season to you? So we do, like, we take a break after a while. This is season 1. We regroup. We still do videos in between on our main channel because everything's on the same channel. So we still release videos like we're going to, just whatever we think of.
Right.
And then, so then let's say I come up here or you come down there and we film 2 podcast episodes. Well, what if we don't? I mean, a month goes by, so now we have to wait. Like, we need to build up groups of episodes. Basically, that's how you do it. Because does that not make sense to you? So, like, if we say we film 2 episodes in a month,
Right.
well, now there's a gap. So people are expecting us to release one every Friday, and then we don't release one on a Friday or whatever day we decide to do it. And then so we can build them up. We don't have to do back to back to back. We can build up groups of say 5 or 10 per season. And then once we have those built up, we release them.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Nah. I'm just going to keep releasing them every Friday at 2.
How are you gonna do them without me here?
I'll just do them with somebody else, whoever.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care.
I'll
That's
just,
what you want to do.
dude,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm ready to pump out some fucking podcasts, dude. Like, I fucking
Okay,
love this shit.
Because I'm getting ready to focus more on making other just videos. For
Right.
our
That's what I'm
channel.
saying.
Oh, okay, I can give
Yeah.
a fuck
So
if you want
it's
to
no
do
big
that.
deal.
Then
Yeah. We'll just
you can
keep
try
on
to
keeping
do it.
on.
Okay, I don't care. That's why I was.
And if it don't work, it don't work. Maybe we'll skip a week here and there, but I'm pretty sure we won't have to. I think I'll be able to continue.
End up going to my theory.
Nah, we ain't doing
we
his.
will go
His theory's
to-
fucking dumb. We're not doing.
No,
we're
we'll
not
go
doing.
to seasons so we can release them on an expected day every week. Whatever day, probably
Yeah.
Fridays or is that the day? When do we release them now? Fridays,
Yep, Fridays. Every Friday at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Which we haven't decided.
on the main channel. Check us out on the main channel.
Yeah, now that we're
Of course.
switching everything over to the main channel, we're trying to build one channel up, and we also started a store too. If you haven't seen that,
zachNcory.com, baby.
you're gonna be seeing this on our new channel right now, obviously, because this was gonna be one of the first ones that
Is on the
hasn't been
new
released.
channel only. Yep.
Only,
Only on the
some-
new channel.
The last 6 have been on. Are you sure it hasn't been 7 already?
It's been 6.
The one you just did last week. How many was that? Was that 6
That was number 6.
with Eric?
That one may or may not get posted
I
yet.
say we posted.
We got an audio problem, and it just pisses me off. So I don't know if that's going to be posted or
Okay.
not. But worst case scenario, I'll get Mr. Eric back on here. He'll be more than glad to do another.
How
We had a
did
lot of
the,
fun, dude. It was so fun.
Besides the audio problem, how did the whole thing go?
Awesome. It was pretty
It
awesome.
was short. That was my only problem with it.
Yeah, it was really
Super
short. I forgot to start a timer. I had no idea how long it had been, like when we were recording everything. So it was
Yeah,
just
that really helps a
a
lot.
little short.
Maybe try it again with them. You can get them to fill
Yeah,
in.
but we'll do something.
Because the first time you get somebody on here that's not used to doing stuff like that, it's like
It's a
everyone,
shock.
everyone thinks it's so easy to come just talk, and then as soon as you sit down here, like,
Yeah,
forget.
your
You're
brain
just
goes dead as
like,
shit,
wait,
dude.
what the fuck do I even talk about now?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like you forget everything and you just don't know what to talk about. It's insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Chop, chop, chop.
Where did we leave off at?
You said you was going to remember.
No, I remember what we
God
were
damn it.
talking about.
So we were talking about Eric and how I might end up redoing that podcast with him possibly, but we don't know yet. I mean, we'll see one day.
I'd say either redo it or just do another one. Like, did you guys write down?
Hell no, dude. No,
You just tried to wing it.
no, we did wing it.
Yeah.
We didn't try shit.
And
we
it
winged
fucking
it. And
needs to be
it
fucking-
turned out okay for winging it. But we didn't have time. It was he came over to look at my air conditioner. We're getting a new unit over at the studio.
Are you?
because the one that came with the property is a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're
so,
paying for that, by the way.
Nah, we're gonna get the company to pay for that one day.
Yeah, one day, dude. If you go to our
But-
store and buy some T-shirts.
But his dad does that as a job, his HVAC business. So we were able to buy everything through him, and pretty good deal on it. So hopefully it pans out.
Yeah, besides
But,
the audio being
yeah, so
fucked up.
we were busy all day that day, seeing what all we needed for that. So
That's been my point this whole time, though, dude. Is I don't have time. Just like you guys didn't have time and you were here. I don't have time either. That's why I'm going to focus, I think, mostly on the main channel, which is another reason why we bring all this stuff together into one channel. Even if we don't, apparently we're not doing seasons. So even if we don't do one release every Friday, we can release some kind of video every Friday.
right.
And then, in case we don't do a podcast, in case we don't have time, I'm going to have time to be doing other videos because I'm getting ready to build 40 by 60.
That's what I was about to say. I was going to
barn
say,
house.
let us know. Talk about your barn
dominium, dude. I just got done doing the blueprints and everything on it. So on our channel, I'm going to focus a lot of this stuff around the barn dominium build just for now. And a lot of this stuff I'm going to do just because you said I can't do it. Like you said. So by the way, remind me, I need to get that tile saw from you because you said you tried to do redo your bathroom, right?
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
No, I mean the tile looks good if that's where you're going.
What was wrong with it? You said you couldn't do it.
No, I did it.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, we can go upstairs. We can go up there.
Dude.
We can go up there as soon as we get back to the shop. And
I asked you. I said, "Hey, should I? I'm gonna try to. I think I'm gonna do my bathroom tile on my shower." You said, "Don't do it. Just pay somebody."
Well, it's because realistically, you're probably never going to actually do it. So
no, I have to do
your
it.
bathroom's just going to not be fucking done, and then you're just going to be hanging tarps in there.
No,
you're going to be hanging tarps instead of
do
tile.
I have to do it because if I don't, I don't get. It doesn't turn into a mortgage, and I'm just paying interest on the whole thing. So I have a time limit. I have a year from when I start, from when I get the loan until we finish. So I have to do it or pay somebody. I think I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna do the tile because you said I couldn't, and then I'm gonna make a series out of that and the whole build, dude. It's like a 40 by 60 barn dominium, 40 by 40 is a garage, 2 stories, and so, but that's gonna keep me pretty busy. But
yeah,
like
it's going to keep you busy for
sure.
sure, and then also that's going to give us like some cool area and space to do some YouTube content.
Yeah, and then I have another building where I can keep all my crap, so I don't have to
have it cluttered with just shit.
Yeah, like your garage,
like my barn.
Yeah, I actually have somewhere. I'm gonna try to keep it just nice stuff in there. And
you say that now, we'll see.
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
So much.
But
shit.
I'm gonna do the tile myself just because you said I couldn't, and then I'm gonna do. I think I told you already. I'm doing the cabinets myself, which I'm just buying those, and then I'm gonna do the countertops too. I think I'm gonna do epoxy countertops. It looks pretty cool. I've seen people doing it online. So this whole the whole barn dominium, the whole idea of it for me is gonna be like just to keep. It's gonna be somewhere where I can just the whole idea of the house itself is to be like a creative space to make cool stuff.
Right.
And I think, and this is where I'm going with this, I guess, is that's what I think our YouTube, our YouTube channel should be something kind of based around. That's what I want it to be. Because I was going to ask you, what would you do if you could just quit your job? If you can quit your job right now, what would you do as a job? Would it be YouTube? Making videos?
If I could quit my job right now,
yeah,
and do anything, I think it would be YouTube.
And that's the whole goal, right?
For really enjoy doing YouTube videos. I like talking about random stuff, like the mini truck series you guys saw on this channel a while back. And I don't go super in detail. That's like a lot of I'm not trying to be a mini truck repair enthusiast guy, you know what I mean? I'm just, hey, I bought this mini truck, like this is sweet. Hey, this is what I'm learning as I go, and how you probably shouldn't buy one unless you really want one or need one, have a use for one, because I don't have a use for one. But
so let me ask you a question, dude. If you were to just, so that's the goal, right? You have a goal,
right?
You want to make, I mean, that's both of our goals. I have a clear vision what I want to do, right? And then, I'm just naturally building this house, but I'm like designing it around a lot of just is going to be like YouTube too.
Right.
I was going to build a house anyways.
Yeah.
And this is normal stuff. The normal stuff we did, and that's why we decided to start a channel, is because this is like the normal stuff that we do, right?
Right.
So if you were going to tell me what your vision is, do you have a vision of what would you do besides a mini truck? What would you do for a YouTube channel?
So like if this was my full-time job?
Yeah.
So if this was my full-time job.
Trying to figure out where that channel's going.
If YouTube was my full-time job, what would I do?
Yeah.
I'm probably not really going to know until the time comes, but I do have ultimate goals is like one day it would be awesome to like travel and see some of these different parts of the world. Not like Europe, right? I'm not talking about like see the Eiffel Tower and bullshit like that. I'm talking like see the part of the world that nobody sees. Like even journalists don't go there. Like that type of shit. That'd be so fun.
Okay.
It'd be wild.
That's not the ultimate goal right away though, right?
No. I mean, that's like one day if everything lines up and I feel like doing it, you know.
But right now you don't know. Like, so let's say tomorrow or say you lost your job, dude. So basically what I'm trying to get at is we're going to figure out right now. This is why I said this is going to be historical. We're going to figure out what the channel is going to be based around. So if you think about like anybody that you watch on YouTube, like who do you watch? You seen Whistle and Diesel? What's that other guy that bought the helicopter? So what I'm trying
Dave Sparks.
Yeah, I don't watch him, but what's he like? If you could describe anyone that you watch on YouTube, you could describe like if I said, hey, I've never seen Whistle and Diesel, like in one sentence, could you describe his channel to me?
Yeah, he just fucks shit up basically.
Okay, what's the other guy do? Dave Sparks.
Mostly like buys awesome shit and like does heavy equipment recoveries and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is I could name anybody on YouTube that you've seen.
Right.
And within like one sentence, you can give me like a brief description about what they do.
Right.
So what would you describe your YouTube series as? You have the goal. You want to do YouTube, right?
Right.
The vision's missing. So we're going to get there today because I got the vision, but I need you to get on the same page is what I'm
Let's hear what the vision is from you then since you got the vision.
No. This isn't about me because you need to have your own vision. This is the problem. Okay, so about the Tony Robbins, you dude. But I'm not gonna yell at you. Okay, so I can't. There's a theory. Okay, well it's not a theory. This is a technique that people use all the time. It's called simple. I call it simple form logic, dude. Okay, so what it is it's going to be basically. So you have a goal, right?
Right.
I wrote this. Okay, so you have a goal. You want to YouTube. The vision's missing. So you can't get something if you don't know what you want. That's the first thing. How can you get something if you don't even know what you want exactly? So you have to have something you want. It has to be, it doesn't have to be super specific, but it has to be, you have to have an idea of how can you make, because you're lacking what the problem is you're lacking the creative part. You always say, I don't know what to make videos of. Isn't that the problem? You always like, I don't know what to make a video of today.
Right.
And it's basically,
most of the time I just don't feel like making certain videos. Like,
you don't know what, you don't have a category.
Right.
So what I figured out a category. I'm going to help you figure out the category because then we can bring the channel together. It's going to make it way better. Okay. So simple form logic. What this is just follow me here. It's a series of questions and answers. They're simple questions, dude.
I'm not sure I understand.
Bitch.
They're simple questions and simple answers, but they have to be logically answered. They're logical questions, and they have to be logically answered. You might not understand it right away, but you'll see. None of the answers can be like feeling or emotion based. Okay.
Right.
So I learned this. This is one of the only things that I learned, like when I was in the Air Force. This is like when you get in trouble, this is how they treat you, and they treat you like this, and they do this to get you to act right. Okay.
Right.
And it's super basic, but if people can learn to do it to themselves, they can like solve any problem. The problem with people nowadays is everyone lives their life based off of emotions, right? If
Right.
everyone just used logic and like logical things, and like, so I'll just give you an example. So like, say like this is what would happen. You're in the Air Force. You're late to work. Like, fuck. Like, you're late. So you get to work. Okay. So I'll be the guy in charge. Say you're late to work. So this is how simple it is. I say, why were you late today? Why were you late to work today?
My car broke down.
Why didn't you take the bus? You live on base. Why
Because
didn't you
I
get
was
a
in
ride
my
with
car.
somebody?
Because I was in my car.
It broke down?
Yeah, and it broke down.
That's a bad example. Yeah, that's a bad. No, I mean, so I mean, okay, the example would be like, oh, I overslept, because there's like no reason for you to be late. I mean, I
Right.
guess your car broke down.
Yeah, I've never been late to work a day in my life, though.
Okay, I'm
just
giving
saying.
you an example.
Just saying.
Yeah, your problem is not being late. Your problem is you lack creativity and don't know how to make videos.
Right.
You don't know where to go.
Right.
So, okay, forget the example, dude. Okay, so we have the vision, right?
Yep.
You want to make YouTube. So why don't you make videos?
Because I don't have anything interesting going on.
Why not? Why don't you make something?
Like, with what? What do you mean?
I mean, why don't you? What do you want to do?
I want a fucking Can-Am Defender. I've been debating buying one for like 6 months now, and usually it don't
Why
take me that
haven't
long.
you?
Because it's like fucking 17 grand for a shitty one that I don't want, or it's like 30,000 for the one I'm gonna get.
So why haven't you bought one?
Because I don't want to spend $30,000 or $35,000 on a fucking toy.
Why? Why not?
Because it's a lot of goddamn money for a toy.
So
It's more than my car.
okay.
Okay.
So why haven't you made a video about it? Because you don't have one.
Right.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Get one day.
Why one day? Why not today?
Because I don't feel like spending $35,000 on a fucking toy. I just said that.
But in one day you'll want to spend 35,000.
Yeah, probably.
Why are you gonna wait?
Probably in the fall.
Why are you gonna wait though?
Because I got other shit going on right now.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what?
See,
I'm confused as to what your fucking point is.
The point is, you're making excuses instead of. So okay, so if you're not going to do that,
That's a terrible example.
Why don't you do something else then? Why don't you make? Okay, so what other? I mean, we're imagining you lost your job and you have to make videos to survive. So why? What are you going to do?
I wouldn't
What are
do
you going to
that.
do to make?
No, if I lost my job, I wouldn't be making fucking YouTube videos. That's for sure.
No, but listen, you're not
No
following
money in
me.
that.
You're not. You're not. There's a lot of money in it if you're fucking good at it.
Right. But I'm saying,
what makes you think that people are going to watch your videos? What are you going to do to get people to watch your videos? This is basic, like a basic thought. Like, what's your idea? You want to make YouTube videos? What are you going to do to make people watch your videos? Like, what are you going to do that's interesting enough? What would you want to see? If you have no idea, then why do you want to make YouTube videos?
because I like doing it.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Well, what makes you think that you're going to be able to do it?
I don't know. I just haven't had the right idea yet.
Yeah, but you have to try things.
Right.
So
And I have been trying
What
shit.
have you tried?
Tried the mini truck series, the Riker, talking more about that.
How many videos did you make with the? Forget the Rikers.
The mini truck?
Yeah.
2 or 3. I haven't done anything with it though.
Why not?
I have nothing to do with it.
You have nothing to do.
With the Riker, with the mini truck, not really.
No. What
No,
did you
they're
do
like-
the other day? You took it out. You took it out to your brother's place. Went through the woods.
Mm-mm.
You said you did.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you said you went. You trying to get. You said you couldn't get stuck, and you.
Oh yeah. That was
why
like
don't you film that stuff? Why don't you film it? It's
because
very,
it would have been about a minute and a half and not worth anything.
How do
Wouldn't
you
have been
know?
worth posting.
How do you know?
Because a minute and a half video is not worth posting.
Says who?
Says everybody that fucking has a YouTube channel.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, a minute and a half's not shit. That's maybe a
So
short.
Why wouldn't you make it
Could have got a
longer?
short out of it, but I don't fucking do shorts. I don't
Why
like
wouldn't you
shorts.
make the video longer then?
Because there was nothing else to talk about. There was nothing. I wasn't doing anything
No, you're-
interesting.
Why not? I mean, that's up to you to do that. It's very fucking simple, is what I'm trying to tell you. All you have to do is make. If you're gonna make content, you have to go and make content. It's fucking very simple. You're missing the point. You're missing the whole point.
I'm just confused. You're preaching about making content, but I haven't seen you make any content lately.
I'm building up to make content. I have a vision already.
Oh,
I have
okay.
no. See, listen.
Right, so at least you have the vision, is what you're saying.
My visions. I know what.
Right.
I know what the filming is going to be about. It's going to be based around the house and being creative, and then I'm going to make different things in the garage, and the first part of the series is going to be about building the place where I'm doing it.
Right.
So a lot of this stuff is going to be about me making stuff. So I already have like a list of like 10 things that I want to do.
Right.
That's what you need to find is what do you want the whole show to be based around? Like your YouTube, just think about you alone. I mean, it's our channel, but just think about your videos. You're going to do them by yourself. You got to figure out what do you want to do? And then how do you do it? How do you make... So let's say you want to do a mini truck series, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you make that entertaining?
Come up with different ideas of what to do to the mini truck to be able to make videos. Like, do I want to paint it? Do I want to change parts on it?
Mm-hmm.
Do an engine swap? I don't know. Different ideas like that.
Why haven't you done it?
All takes money.
Okay, so you don't have money, basically.
Right.
Okay, so...
Well, the thing is, I have other things that I'm spending money on
Okay, that
in
makes
my
sense.
personal life that
Yeah, that's not for the show.
Yeah, I'm not going to put it out on the show, but it's a
Yeah.
insane amount of money. That's
Yeah. Okay, so
between that and all the, like starting up the website and everything like that, it's just
but I think
I don't
we're
have the
I think
the-
we're getting closer though.
I don't have the spare money to be spending on a mini truck that I'd,
But we're getting closer though.
you know.
'Cause I'm not saying you have to do it right now,
Right.
but we're getting closer to the idea of so
Have an ultimate different goal. Have a plan.
yeah, we're building
Right.
a plan right now. Is what we're doing. We're building
Right.
a plan. So say because obviously my house costs a lot of money too. That's why I'm spending all my money on, and it's not right now, anyways.
Right.
The vision's there. You see what I'm getting at? So let's say the mini truck. Let's say you had the money. What would you do? Say you
I
had,
buy the Can-Am Defender.
you get rid of the mini truck.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you have a Can-Am Defender, whatever that, what is that? A Razor or like
It's a side by side. Yeah, it's like
So what do you do with that?
I'll take it to a couple places up and down the street, some family and stuff, and take it back and forth to the shop. And then also it would be perfect for actually taking out to the woods and being with people, like Eric, right? He has his insane Razor that he does crazy shit. When they go riding,
does?
it's
Yeah.
scary as fuck. I won't ride with Eric. But
Like in it with him, you mean?
yeah, there's no way. I value my life too much. Like life ain't that bad. But
Yeah.
no, ultimately it would be able to be in the woods with people like that and just film all that.
Okay, so we're
Like-
getting somewhere.
Right.
I'm helping you build the fucking
Right.
vision. Okay, so you get rid of the. So we're not going to be putting a different motor on the mini truck or doing anything with that, changing nothing.
Right.
So you're not making anything, but ultimately we're creating content. So we're like I think the whole channel should be based around us creating stuff, which content's something. So you're in the woods, so you can do that. So you're driving. I mean, we did the same series with the Rikers and stuff.
Basically
And-
like that. Yeah, but I think it would work out better because I enjoy being in the woods more. Like I enjoy going out riding and
It's going to be like a first person the kind of videos. I mean, you don't have to do like one specific thing all the time. Don't
Right.
think I'm telling you that. But is it going to be like, let's just imagine you're in the woods, right? You got this, whatever this thing is. Where are the cameras at? And what are you going to be? Are you going to be talking, or are you guys going to be like jumping stuff, or?
No, so mostly it's like around here, this part of the country, because we're in southern Ohio, so we usually go to like Indiana to ride or Kentucky, southern Kentucky, stuff like that. So it's a lot of trail riding. So basically you have a camera on the front and back, or maybe a 360 camera or
Something facing
something
you
where
too
you
or
can,
something.
yeah, and definitely a camera facing you. And then as you're riding through the woods and stuff, basically how it works out usually is you ride for a little while, then you come up to this like an open area with a bunch of crazy ass hills and shit where you just end up hanging out there while people like Eric try to go up this crazy fucking hill, right?
Okay.
So then when they don't make it, or if they say they like wreck or something, you know, or their shit breaks, shit breaks all the time. That's why I want the Can-Am Defender, because it has 4 seats. I'd be able to haul people.
Yeah.
Be able to, hey, let's go run into town real quick, buy the shit to fix your shit, you know, and we'll just fix it right here in the woods. That way, you know,
so we're
we can get back on the
somewhere.
road.
So you're getting a vision, dude. So now
it's been my vision for a while, but it's just not a good time, not good timing right now.
But you got to have a vision and something to aim for.
Right. That's what I'm aiming
and
for.
You still have your boat, or did you sell it?
I still got the boat.
You still got the you got the mini truck. Is that for sale?
Yeah, I put it on I put it on Facebook Marketplace.
You did?
Oh my god, dude, this dude, he offered me it because I put trades, you know, I'm willing to trade, possibly.
See what they have, yeah.
Yeah, so this guy offers me a 2001 Honda Civic turboed with a built motor, right?
Yeah.
He sends me a video, dude. I'm gonna have to if I can somehow pull it off the Facebook website or whatever, I'll send the video and I'll post it in this podcast because it's fucking hilarious. This car is like this Honda Civic. The exhaust comes out of the hood, and he's like, wah, bah, 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 bah. He floors it, dude, and it sounds like he's going 200 miles an hour, and he is barely fucking moving anywhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not interested on that trade, but
how much you asking
16-year-old Zach would have been, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, dude, that's a shit.
Yeah, trade it right now.
If the exhaust comes out of the hood.
How much is it worth? The
mini truck?
Yeah, mini truck.
I got it listed for $5,900. Probably take less.
Is that what they go for?
It depends, dude. It's really hard to find them in this part of the country, but
no one else is like.
There's like 2, and I think one of them's like 10 grand, one of them's 8 grand, and the one for 10 grand's like really nice, but it's like the car racer, like JDM gang, you know what I mean? Like JDM people. Yeah. It's that. They call it a Honda Acti is that model. Mine's a Mazda Scrum, but.
Yeah, dude. So we're getting somewhere though, because you're actually making progress. You're trying to sell this stuff, because if you sold that stuff, it would get you a little bit closer.
Right.
My whole thing I'm trying to get at is, if we have an idea of both of us together, what the channel is going to be about, it's going to help us come up with ideas for the content.
Right.
That's the whole purpose of this podcast, is to figure out what we're going to do. Because like eventually, okay, so I'm going to have a house built. Okay, well that's not going to last forever. Now I got to come up with stuff that I want to do.
Right.
And so I think I'm going to sell the Riker, because that gives me money to do other stuff. And then I really want to buy a jet boat, dude. You can buy the hulls for like $6,000, and then you just get a motor, like a jet ski motor. So I think I'm going to have one under 10 grand.
Right.
Which would be an even, you know, I'd have
trade off basically.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So then I'd do a series about that.
Right.
So in that series would be super similar to what you're thinking about doing.
Right.
As the, what do they call them? The Can-Am what?
Defender.
Yeah. So it'd be something, but if we don't sit down and figure out what we're going to do, it just keeps on doing a bunch of random ass videos that make no sense. So then if our channel, if someone was going to describe our channel as
one thing,
like how you guys seen the zachNcory? Like, what do they do? Like, dude,
Corey's got a jet boat. Zach's got a Can-Am.
Yeah, they got all this.
They
cool
film all
stuff.
kinds of cool stuff.
They got all this cool stuff.
Right.
And they're always riding it and stuff.
Right.
So that gives us something. That basically gives us something to revolve the show around. I think it should be something like that. It's like we're always, they're always making cool stuff, or they always have this cool stuff, and they got like they're always just like always making, like, I don't know, that's basically it.
Right.
They got a bunch of cool stuff, and they always have something different. They're always out like trying things out, rather than just being completely random.
Very random, yeah.
You can't have a complete random YouTube channel. It doesn't work.
Right, for sure.
It has to be based around basically 1 or 2 sentences worth of stuff. Don't you agree?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's basically what we just figured out is what we
Right.
need to do. I'm not saying we have to do it right this second because everything takes time.
Right. That's the biggest thing.
But it's I
But
mean,
I'm still leaning towards, I think in the fall I should be able to make something work.
well, if
And
you sell your boat and shit, that'd help too.
yeah, it's just
What other options you got though? Say that this doesn't work out. That's a lot of money. 30 grand?
it's actually 35 for the one I want.
Jesus Christ.
And when I
dude.
say the one I want, the one I'm going to get.
Okay.
Because I've been on the fence about it. So it started out, like I said, you can get one for 19 grand, brand new, but it's a 2-seat and the motor's not as good.
It's a smaller motor.
Then for 3 or 4 more grand, you get a better one. 3 or 4 more
That's
grand,
how
you
they
get a
get
better
you,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
That's how they
So,
fucking
but
get
I've
you.
officially decided that I'm going to buy one. I'm going to buy a 4-seat, power windows, heat, air. Is that what I need? Not really.
I don't know.
Is it what I need? Not at all. Is it what I want? Yeah. So I'm going to get the one I want. Because that's where I messed up with the Razor back in the day. It was my first side-by-side.
Yeah.
And I bought it brand new in 2018 as a 2018 Polaris Razor Turbo. So, I mean, it was fucking sweet, but not what I needed at the time. Like, I should have
Yeah.
thought about it more. There's a bunch of money. I mean,
Well, it
I
was
think
a missed opportunity for
I
us.
spent like yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, we wasn't doing YouTube back then.
That's what I mean.
If we were,
could've,
though, it would have been awesome because I bought it brand new.
Yeah.
Bought it from Abernathy's down in Union City, Tennessee, because it was like $4 grand cheaper there than it is in Ohio anywhere. So that was pretty sweet because I got that and a 4-year warranty and everything for like $16,800.
Yeah, you got a good deal at the time.
Yeah, $16,800. It was a good deal.
But that would have fell in line with what
I wanted to do.
Now our category
Right.
is. But you see what I'm saying? Now we
Yeah.
have a category
Right.
where it's like even if I buy a tractor for whatever, that falls into the category of these guys are always doing something with, instead of something completely random, dude. So I mean, a lot of it's going to be based on, besides the podcast part of playlist on our YouTube.
Right.
A lot of it's going to be based on being outside, riding stuff, and like doing cool stuff, like creating cool stuff too.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff I want to make too. Besides the jet boat, I don't know if I'm gonna do a jet boat, but I could. That's been on my list for a long time.
I was just talking to Eric the other day before our podcast. I was talking to him, and he was on the fence about a jet boat. So you ought to give him a call sometime. We'll talk about it. He might. I bet if you say you're going to do one, I bet he'll do one too. And I think that'd be cool as shit.
Well, that would be really cool.
Because then you guys could like race and stuff.
Yeah, and I tell him I'm getting a smaller motor, but I get a bigger motor.
And then just go to the Ohio River or something like.
Yeah, you can go down anywhere.
That'd be funny.
You can get them. You can buy them, like I said. Like the whole haul's welded together already for like $5 or $6 grand.
That'd be pretty slick.
And then you have to have, you got to have the motor and everything by itself.
Right.
So you wait for the first hurricane to come by, and then you go down to Florida.
Swipe up a jet ski.
Yep, one with no title. That's exactly that's what my plans are. Exactly.
That's awesome.
You go down there because people have them all of a sudden that with no titles.
That'd be pretty
they're
good.
Stolen.
Right.
I don't care. I'll give you $3 grand for that. For that supercharged jet ski.
That has a hole in the bottom.
Yeah, with no
like,
title.
Doesn't matter now.
I don't care.
Right.
So yeah, now I have a jet ski. So that's what I'm going to do. And I mean, I might do that. I don't know. I have a lot of other options though too. But there's a lot of things I want to make. Like I really want to just make stuff, man, create cool shit. And I don't know. So that's what a lot of it's going to be based around.
Right.
I was going to start a whole different channel, but I decided not to. I was going to start one based around the house and like homesteading and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't want to be farming and I'm really not going to do too much actual homestead stuff like I originally planned to. I'm going to be doing more stuff where I make stuff. Like I want to make I think the HHO generator is what they're called. And they're like hydrogen generators.
Yeah, I was going to say those run off. You're talking about a hydrogen generator, right?
I want to make one, and I'm going to do a YouTube series about it, and I want to see how long it lasts.
Right.
Like, how long will it run just on one thing of water and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that's not even really, like, homesteading stuff. That's just more of, like...
random stuff.
The same... Well, into, like, making stuff and creating stuff is basically what it's going to be about.
Right.
So I just had to make sure you want to do the same kind of stuff. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Right, for sure.
I mean, I'll still do videos, but otherwise it makes sense if I did my own videos that were going to be separate. But I'm not going to, as long as we're going to do the same kind of videos. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause if I make a certain kind of video and then you make a whole different kind of video that's not even related,
right.
well, it throws the algorithm off and then it screws up my next video.
Right.
That's what I don't want to happen, or I don't want to do that to you.
Right, right.
If
That
you're
makes
doing
sense.
a certain kind of video, and then I do one where I'm fucking doing some random shit, or I'm making an HHO generator. Well, if that doesn't fall in line, the next video
Right,
you
right.
post, it screws you over, and it screws both of us over because the algorithm gets screwed up. But you see what I'm saying, though? That's what this whole episode I wanted it to be around. Is we have to. We can
Gather
still
the
do
thoughts.
videos.
Gather the thoughts and get a plan.
You have to have the plan, though.
Right.
That's my whole point of this. You have to have the plan because otherwise, if you don't have a plan,
Right.
you're just like, well, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I guess the Can-Am Defender kind of has been my plan. It's such a long-term plan for me versus what I normally do. Normally, you know me, it's like, oh, hey, I want a Riker. Remember when me and you wanted a Riker? We just went and tried to buy him that day.
Yeah,
But we
and
ended
they
up having
have
to order
them.
them. We ended up having to special order them and all that crap, and they
Yeah.
took 6 months to get here. But when I say I'm going to do something, I'm so used to doing it like that day, where it's like,
That's the problem.
I want to do this. Let's do it right now. Well, this is like such a large financial decision that I've been putting it off, just to make sure that that's what I want to
You got
do.
to deal with.
I got a lot of other things going on, but we'll be able to get it all squared away. And I think ultimately, that's my plan.
Yeah, but
I think it's going to work.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you didn't want to do some kind of other random ass like just blowing shit up all the time because I mean that's cool, but it doesn't fit into the.
Nah, but I mean, we can blow stuff up like randomly,
Yeah, I mean we have a video that just came out actually. Well, they'll see that before they see this.
Yeah, you'll see that video
But
a little bit before that.
I think it needs to be based more around like creating cool shit though and doing cool things and going cool places and seeing like creating shit rather than like the Whistle and Diesel route where we just fuck shit up all the time.
Right, right.
Because if I make a video where I create a bunch of cool shit or make something, or also one of the other things I want to do is I got this old Cushman that I'm getting off a guy. I want to turn it into a gasifier. I got these barrels. I want to put a gasifier in the back.
Make it run off.
Yeah.
Charcoal, right? Basically,
Just-
you make charcoal and put in there.
Yeah, it runs off the fumes of wood that you burn.
Yep, burnt
So I want to
wood.
make something cool like that. So if I do something like that, or if you do like one where you're riding through the woods on whatever, and then the next video is just like us smashing a bunch of TVs or something. And I say that because there's a video that I have of you smashing a bunch of TVs. That was before we were doing YouTube.
That was just
to be funny. Do you
that was
remember
just for fun. Yeah,
I don't know why we had a trailer full of TVs. You're smashing them with an axe.
a bunch of old TVs I got
But
from
it
my
screws
dad.
up the algorithm. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
It screws up the algorithm. The people, they're going to be like, okay, they're going to watch this guy because he's making cool shit, or I'm going to watch this guy because he's got this thing, he's doing cool shit with it, rather than this guy's just an idiot, just smashing TVs. So that it fucks up the algorithm for the next video.
Right, right.
Dude. So we have to just be careful of doing videos like that.
Yeah,
because
for
it
sure.
screws up the algorithm. Unless we're going to do only videos like that, but then we run into the problem again is we don't have the money to be smashing shit up.
Just breaking shit.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Right,
Our ultimate problem is we don't have money just to destroy shit.
right.
That's more expensive than creating shit, dude. I mean, Whistle and Diesel does it, but he didn't start off doing that.
Right, right.
So that was the whole goal of this one. I guess my simple form logic didn't work with you because you're retarded.
And I'm just so advanced that
No, you're not.
Simple form just doesn't.
Well,
I can't even comprehend it.
But
that
it didn't.
It's just so dumb.
No, but it did work because you got it. It was just me asking you simple questions.
Well, I guess we never even talked about what my plan was.
You never even thought about it. Well,
No,
you
I
thought
did.
about it, but
I just didn't.
But you didn't realize what it
God.
was.
Dude, look at this shit.
It's gross.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, you should
Fuck.
go see a doctor.
Let me see if I can.
You can't see it really. Yeah,
God damn, dude. That's,
but it did work. My
Jesus.
my simple form logic is just asking. I mean, that's what successful people do is they ask themselves those questions.
Right, right.
Have you ever seen Tony Robbins? Someone comes up to him, they're like, I got a problem, and like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any money. He's like,
Figured out. Basically,
no,
is what he
just
says.
ask them simple questions. Do
Right.
you go to work?
No.
No, my back hurts. I'm like, okay, can you work from home? Oh, and they just
I
don't.
never
know.
thought of that.
No, yeah, they don't ask. That's all. That's all it is. Is him asking people simple questions, logical questions, and them not be like, well, I don't feel like going to work. Oh, you don't feel like it? You feel like being broke? Then I hope
Right.
you do because you're fucking broke. No, it's using logic and just make logical choices rather than choices based off of feelings.
Right.
If you do that, dude, that's like you just ask yourself basic questions like, what do I do to get rich, or how do I get money? So like, how do you get $35,000? Well, you go to work a lot more. That's one reason.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to do that though? Probably
Nah.
not. No, why? Because you don't feel like it. Exactly. Exactly.
No, I've mostly been busy with other shit too.
Okay, so that's a logical reason.
Right.
So what are your other choices to get 30 grand? You could create something. There's a lot of ways to make 30 grand besides going to work.
Right.
So one of the things you did and you haven't even realized is we started a business, a store.
Right.
That's gonna help get 30 grand, right?
Right.
So you did that and you didn't even realize it, but other people would just do nothing. It's like, well, I want a Can-Am Defender, but one day. So they just basically procrastinate and don't come up with reasons how they're going to get to that. So like you did it and didn't realize it. Like, what am I going to do? Okay, well if we make shirts, sweet shirts, and make content to get to that. The only problem is making content. You're trying to make content so you can make more content, but it's hard.
Right.
Because that's what you want to do, but we don't have. So
yeah, I feel like I feel like we've had a plan the whole time, and it's just a matter of
we haven't sat down and talked about it though.
I think it's just a matter of time before it happens. It's just because we got to practice.
Yeah.
I mean, all of this has all been a learning experience. You know what I mean? Every single day we do this, we learn so much shit. Even just something as simple as filming something in the backyard with a mini truck or whatever we're doing. It's
putting
just
this here, this there.
Yeah, it's nonstop learning, and I feel like we're just going to get so much better over time.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where the key is.
Yeah, that's when I tell you like, why didn't you film that? You're like, well, no one wanted to see it. It was only a minute and a half video. Yeah, but it's not them watching the minute and a half video. It's you practicing doing all this stuff.
Right.
That's where you're missing. It's like make shit. You're like, what do I don't know what to make. It'd be bad. Well, it doesn't matter. We're just it's the motions of.
Dude, I probably have
dude.
Actually recently. I probably have 60 hours of video of riding the Riker.
Yeah.
Where I never Riker? Did anything with it. I never posted it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I don't want to do fucking Riker shit.
I literally still recorded it and still talked about it. And if I get bored, maybe I'll throw that video together. But it just depends on.
Even though we're trying to get away from the Riker stuff, wouldn't hurt to post one here and there.
No,
dude, if we
Riker stuff's still fun. I still enjoy it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like to hone our skills, and then we do this. And but the other day, I asked you, I'm like, you making or I fucking was bitching about not having videos, and you're like, I don't know what to do. You're like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
And everything I told you, well, you shot down right away. So I wanted you to do some cool stuff, dude. I want you to put the mini truck on pontoons and see if it'd float in the pond, dude. You're like, no, I'm not doing that. But well,
because it wouldn't. So what's going to happen there? It's going to sink.
I wouldn't have done that either. But I'm just saying, I gave you good reason.
The mini truck would end up sinking, and then I would be out.
If you built it good,
I'd be out $5-6 more grand. So that would just harm my problem. That's hurting the cause here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I say take it down to the railroad. I give you a bunch of good ideas, dude. But my point isn't that we have to make money off the videos. My point I'm trying to make to you is we have to hone in our skills
right
now. And dude, like I said, I thought we've done 20 or 30 episodes of this. This has only been 6. So, and then we've gotten so much better already. We're still not that good at it though. But I mean, we have 350. Right as of right now, we have 350 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Like 5,000 hours or 6,000 hours of like watch time. The watch time's higher than the subscriber.
Right.
Which
is
we're
good.
Still getting way better at it, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we need to just make videos, just to make videos, dude. I do a bunch of videos that I don't post, but I just watch them back and see, like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about that one. You know, and some of them I do post. Dude.
Yep. Every time it's so funny. Every time we do a podcast, I'll take all the video and I'll sit down on Adobe Premiere and I'll be editing it, which doesn't take much to edit these because they're pretty much all live. We just cut out some stuff where we just totally fuck up, but it's not that bad. But what is funny is I'm in the podcast, then I watch the whole thing as I'm editing it, and then after I upload it to our YouTube, I don't post it live yet. You know, usually it's a day or two before. So I will be in my barn because I got that big TV. It's 4K and stuff, and all our everything's recorded in 4K all the time. Everything we do, pretty much. So what I like to do is have it in the barn, play it back, watch every second of it, and listen to it on a big TV with good audio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can really kind of look at what each of us did, and it helps kind of the review process. Like,
Yeah.
it helps so much. It's crazy. Like, you wouldn't think it would, but it definitely does.
Yeah, and you learn exactly what
to do and what not to do.
What not to do, basically.
A lot of what not to do.
What not to do, and there's still a lot of what not to do, that's why that's why I wanted to take this channel, take the podcast, and put it on the main channel,
especially since YouTube just came out with that like a month ago or so.
Well, that and it's the zachNcory fucking YouTube channel, right? So
the podcast should be on it.
The more stuff we do together, that was the whole purpose of making the YouTube channel. And it's like, well, if we don't make regular videos together, we need to make something. Like, the whole thing is supposed to be about us doing stuff. But the problem is we're so busy doing our own things with work all the time and regular life stuff. It's hard to do that. So I was like, we need to come together and figure out what if it's not us doing stuff together,
right? Initially,
what do we need to do as a show?
Initially, I thought, oh, like why would we talk about that like on the podcast right now? But
makes a lot of sense.
This is exactly what the podcast is literally for, is to document this type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's ultimately what our plan has been.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
I didn't think about it like that. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to figure out, like, why the fuck are we talking about this on a podcast? But this is what it's for.
It's exactly what it's for. It's for us to talk about the other channel, basically.
Right.
And the stuff that we're going to do and what we have done. That's basically what the whole thing is, the whole purpose of. So if someone doesn't like watching the podcast, or maybe they like watching the channel. Maybe they don't like watching the channel. Maybe they just like watching two people talk.
Right.
But the whole idea of YouTube was supposed to be about me and you doing stuff together, because we were doing this stuff anyways. And then I'm like, well, fuck. Now we're both doing separate things because I live so far away. What are we going to base the channel on if it's not? Or should we just do separate channels? No, we just have a
ultimate goal, ultimate plan, bigger picture.
Yeah, see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
that's
makes
the whole
sense.
purpose. I'm like, what do you want to do on YouTube? And one time you said, I just want people to follow me around. Okay, what are you going to do? Like, I don't know. Well, you got to fucking figure it out.
Well, it depends. That's different. That day we were talking about that was with the concept of, like, we won the lottery for hundreds of millions of dollars. Remember we were talking about that?
I don't remember.
We were talking about if we won the lottery for, like, a fucking ton, not like a million,
that's what
but like
you were thinking.
$150 million or something.
That's not what I was talking about.
I don't know. I don't remember if it was you or somebody else I was talking to, but
no, what I was talking about was like, no,
like,
what are
if
you
you won
do?
the lottery, you had unlimited, virtually unlimited money, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Then I would travel around a lot of these cool places.
But would you have a film crew and film you and put it on YouTube? That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you were talking to me about that.
I must have been talking to somebody else.
I was talking to you about this, but you probably don't remember. But yeah, it's got to be like, what are we going to do right now, basically?
Right.
Or in the up and coming short, right? What are we going to do right now before we get to having before we can go and travel and do all this cool stuff?
Right. Different things.
So yeah, it's going to take money, but it's going to be stuff that we're going to do normally anyways, right? I mean, you would buy a Can-Am Defender anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's make that the plan then. And then if you make it the plan, then it'd be a lot easier to focus on and get towards the goal.
Right.
Otherwise, you just procrastinate. Not you, but just in general, people procrastinate stuff forever, and they're just like, well, one day. Well, next thing you know, it's 5 years later.
Right.
And then you just never end up doing it. And then you have fucking 6 kids, and you're like, well, one day. And now it's 18 years later, and then you're that dude driving around a 30-year-old Corvette, because that's what you've always wanted. And it took you 30 years to get one. And
then you had to pay more for it because it's a classic collector's car now.
Now it's an antique.
Now you done fucked up.
But it's all rusted. You don't even realize it. But you have to wait. Now you're 60 years old. Now you're 60 years old. Next thing you know, dude.
Yeah, don't
make a plan.
I'll be looking at my old Dodge Charger. I'll be like, man, I'm gonna do an electric conversion on that, because that'll be cool in the future. You know, like, fuck that big gas guzzling V8. You need to put a battery in it.
Yeah, don't do that. That's the dumbest idea you've come
I'm doing
up
it now since you said that.
No, but
Yep.
but I'm saying if you don't, that's where people fuck up, dude. Is they don't make a plan. They're just like, oh, one day I'll do this. One day I'll do this, and there's no, like the first thing you have to do is make a plan. You have to. The vision is the first thing, but most people just lack it. They're like, I just want to. Like, what do most people do? They're just like, I don't want to work. Okay, what are you gonna do if you don't want to work? You have to do something. You have to have.
Most people just want to play fucking Call of Duty and
That's such a dumb life.
Farming
That's
Simulator.
such a
Fucking losers.
stupid fucking life. That's what you were doing the day I called you. I'm like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm playing Farm Simulator. I just farmed 30 acres. I'm like, you're a fucking nerd, dude. You fucking do something with your
I love
goddamn
it.
life.
It was so fun.
That was the day. That's the day I'm talking about. I'm like, you need to fucking
No,
stop doing that and come up with a goddamn plan for your fucking life.
let me explain the actual how it
You're like,
was actually going.
I'm just drinking beer, playing Farm Simulator. I thought farmed 1,000 acres.
Let me explain how it actually was.
Okay, that's how I saw.
I spent fucking 2 weeks trying to put together zachNcory.com.
You did that too.
Right.
You didn't try, you did it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I did it.
Yeah.
And it sucked. And it was like literally every hour I was, even at work, I was working on it. I get home, I'm working on it. And it was basically like 16 hours a day for like 2 weeks in order to figure out and learn everything. Because I don't know how to make a fucking website. I don't know how to do any of this shit.
Yeah.
So I had to learn all that. And then the tax thing, the government and taxes, trying to pay them their money like I'm trying to. And it was horrible. We finally got it squared away. But that was after spending, I timed it. It was like 8.5 hours on the phone with the state of Ohio between being on hold, talking to the taxation department, and talking to some other department.
I'm waiting to hear how Farm Sim fits into this.
I'm fucking getting there if you give me a second.
Okay.
So after this 2-week stretch of just my brain being mush shit,
Yeah.
I finally was done, and finally everything's working and everything's done. It's all good. I was like, this is great. I was like, I'm fucking done thinking about YouTube. I'm done thinking about all this shit. So I drank like 6 beers for the first time in 2 weeks. And then I'm like, I'm going to turn my brain off by playing Farming Simulator. And it was, it was on my Xbox already. I just like turned it on, started playing it.
I was already on.
Dude, my brain, I'd shut it totally off for like probably 12 hours after I finally got everything done. And that's when you called. You're like,
I'm like, what are you
oh,
doing?
hey, man, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, I'm playing Farming Simulator. And you're like, well, what the fuck's going on with this channel? I'm like, dude,
videos.
I'm done.
Like,
I'm
like,
fucking
I'm
done.
playing Farm Simulator. I'm fucking drinking beer. I'm like, is that all you're doing? Like, I've been doing this all day.
I'm
like,
fucking...
you're a fucking loser, dude. You're a fucking loser. You're sitting there goddamn playing. You're just wrong with the goddamn America.
Yeah, no, I had to do that. I had to turn my brain off. My brain was fried,
like this
dude.
Motherfucker.
After you talk to these fucking idiots for so long, you have to play Farming Simulator to fucking try to come back from their level of being fucked.
My view is you've been doing this shit all goddamn week and doing nothing else.
No, not at all.
I'm like, this motherfucker ain't even trying.
I was fucking
He's just
killing
fucking losing his goddamn brain cells because that's what everybody else does.
Right.
Like, this motherfucker, dude, like, has no idea what he wants to do. He's just getting dumb. Every day I talk to him, he's getting dumber.
I'm gonna
Fine,
fucking
dude.
call him. I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna put it on this podcast. That way you guys can hear it. This guy, dude, this fucking guy. Listen. This guy literally goes, "Welcome to the Ohio Department." I'm not even joking. I'm a man of my word, so let's make that call so I can add it to this video while I'm editing it.
Thank you for calling the Ohio Business Gateway Help Desk. Please listen closely as our menu options have changed. If you have questions regarding registering your business with us in the state of Ohio, press 1. If you're having issues setting up transactions or technical issues accessing the...
Welcome to the Ohio Business Gateway Help Desk. Our offices are currently closed. Please call back during our regular business hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me? That's the people I was on the phone with for 8 hours. So yeah, I played some fucking Farming Simulator after that, right? Back to the video, guys. Thanks.
Everyone's got to have a job, dude.
I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get shit done. I'm trying to start a goddamn company and be legitimate about it. And I got to deal with this recording of this fucking asshole.
Well, at least
Welcome to the Ohio Department of Transportation and Taxation. If you would like to pay taxes, press 1.
No, I don't want to pay taxes, dude.
Right, but
is that an option?
yeah, so then you press 1. He's like, If you're calling about income tax, press 1. If you're calling about sales tax, please press 2.
You're just mad that he got a voiceover job and you didn't.
Fucking pissed.
Yeah, he got a voiceover job and you never did.
It pissed me off so bad, dude.
I wish that was me. Dude, I really wish that that was actually me and I just did that voice just to fuck with people. And then I'm like, got you. I got you so good. I knew you were going to call that number one day. I knew you were going to try to do taxes and get a business. I got you so good. It was really just me. I'd be hilarious, dude. Like, oh, man, I got you so good. Yeah.
You gotta fucking pull out your phone, turn on speakerphone, call this number.
What? I'm not calling. No, I'm not doing that.
1213.
You want me to write the phone number down for you? You can call it.
I'll just call it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
4253.
Here, call this number. I'm not gonna call this number, dude. Who knows?
This is what it says.
What's up, nigga? Where you from? I'll beat your fucking ass, nigga.
What the fuck? What is that?
I don't know. It's just some. I saw it.
I mean,
it was
it's a
on
phone number?
It was a phone number on Instagram. Some dude's like, "What's up, motherfuckers?" He's like, "You wanna talk some shit?
Dude, that's
Give me a
good.
call." And I was like, "I'm calling this fucking number.
Yeah.
Just see if it's real." And I call it,
That's
and it's
awesome.
that recording.
That's hilarious.
And it's a comedian. I can't remember his name, but it's a
Oh.
comedian saying that, and he tells, "Hey, check out our upcoming tour dates." Like,
Oh, he says that
he's
afterwards.
advertising basically, but then
That's
he goes
a good idea.
at the very end. He's like, "If you want to just talk some shit, leave it after the tone," and it's like beep.
Have you left a message?
Yeah, I was like, "You're a punk bitch." Hung up. Which is genius on his part because he's going to get a lot of people that call in and leave funny shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so then he'll be able to save it. Yeah.
And they get to hear the tour dates.
Yeah. Dude, it was so funny. I laughed so
hilarious,
hard.
dude.
So I set that.
That's
that
a
as
good
the-
idea. You just buy a phone and
So
turn it
these-
off. Like, who is this?
What's up, motherfucker?
Dude, that's hilarious. You just buy a burner phone and keep it active and just turn it off.
You could probably just set it up on like a Google number.
Yeah,
or
you probably
something,
could
like something
without even an actual phone.
Right.
Damn, that's a good marketing strategy.
Yeah, it's
dude.
pretty good. I thought it was hilarious.
That is funny, dude.
This
Right.
shit's so funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel better now that we got an idea.
Yeah, we got a plan.
Well, because originally we were gonna do like funny, just pranks on stuff. And we still might do that every once in a while, like for the
Right.
podcast. But it's hard to base a whole show around that when I'm building the house. I'm like,
Right.
Like the whole idea originally was, wait a second, this is just stuff that we normally do anyways, both of us. And I was like, what do I want to do? I want to make shit. Like, I want to make stuff because that's what I want to do.
Right.
And then do, like you said, drive cool stuff and like, I guess, I don't know how you describe that, as like just driving shit through the woods and just driving cool, fast stuff, dude.
Right.
Dude, we need to get a jet boat, a couple jet boats.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna.
I'm not doing that
Yeah.
because I got other shit I want to do.
I bet we could talk Eric.
I
into
almost
doing
guarantee
this.
you can talk Eric into it.
Don't tell him I'm gonna do this though until I get one. Because he'll just buy one that's ready. I'm gonna build mine, and I don't want him to just have one and be having fun without me.
Yeah.
So I want to at least have the haul because I'm gonna build it and get it. I gotta wait for a hurricane to come through, buy the jet ski. That's my plan.
You're talking too long term. Yeah, I'm gonna call Eric right after this podcast and be like,
You
"Hey,
better not, dude.
Corey's gonna build a fucking jet boat.
Guess
You
what?
better have
Corey
one.
hey,
You better have
Corey's-
one faster."
Corey's on the podcast today. He's gonna buy a jet boat, and because this is gonna be like a year from now when I'm doing this. I got so much other stuff to do, dude. Before I can build, I gotta build a house so I can build a jet boat in it
Right.
first. But yeah,
It's all part of the master plan.
and
It's all
there's
coming
gotta be a
together.
hurricane, so I gotta wait for a natural disaster and all this. This is a whole bunch of stuff. Dude, it'd be cool if we had two of them though. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
You can take a little John boat out and
I'll film.
film through, fly the drone and stuff from it, dude.
Yeah, that'd
I'll
be
let
sweet.
you watch.
I'll
I'll
do
let
it.
you watch me fucking drive my boat and stuff.
That's fine. I'll drive Eric's. His will be faster anyways, probably.
No, I got NOS. NOS, dude. I will just to fucking show you guys up, dude.
Dude, you hit the NOS button, that thing just goes straight to space. Like it just leave Earth.
That'd be so weak, dude. It's
That'd
just
be dope.
Nothing. Yeah, so I got that, and I got the gasifier Cushman I want to build, the HHO generator, dude.
Couple different projects. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's the plan, dude. Maybe we'll take the podcast down there a couple times too. That's what we need to do. Well, we'll have. Now
For
it's going to be
sure.
on the same channel. It's going to be a lot easier for people to see it and it's easier for people to not miss it.
Right.
And we have a plan finally. This is what we needed to do the whole time. I mean, we basically both had it in our own minds, but we had to like come out and say it.
Group together,
Yeah, because now it's going to be so much easier for us to come up with ideas, dude.
I think that's about all I got for now. I got to piss and
Yeah,
take an intermission.
I'm
so
done, dude. I'm
you
over
done
this
for the day?
one. Yeah, I'm done for this one.
Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. Like we said, check out the zachNcory.com. Link is...
The link's in the description if anyone wants to check out our website, dude. And welcome to our new. Well, you'll see all the other shows. You'll see all the other podcasts on here, but this is the first official podcast
on the original channel.
On the original channel.
Make sure you smash that sub button. See you.
Cut.